Hi Gemini, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do a read for you and that other person, and what we're going to do is see what wants to come out. This is going to be October 16th through the 31st, 2019, all right? Now, it's a general read, so I'm going to tap into collective energies, and if you're interested in a personal read, then you know what to do. Go to theguidedintuitive.com in my description box below or up here somewhere, okay? All right, I do want to thank all of you that have ordered beyond the read, for those wanting to unpack, negative emotions, limiting beliefs, sadness, fear, anger, guilt, whatever that is. There are modalities that are used in today's type of work that allow you to get to the root of the problem and unpack that and move forward on just a clean slate with a much lighter, kind of a lighter feeling on your journey. So if you are interested in that, you'll see up here, but also note in my description box below, okay? I love it. So it does go beyond the reads. So if you find you're getting reads and noticing a pattern come into play, that's what you want to check out. All right, so let's do this. Let's see what's in store for you. This will be for all sun, moon, rising Gemini, as well as your Venus signs. All right, please continue to like, subscribe, and note your comments below too. Okay. All right, well, here we go. Let's see what's in store for you. What is the relationship now? We're going to start with that now. Keep in mind that that other person might be a friend or family member, and it might be also even a significant other, or a person of interest, or even a spouse. So you might hear some voices in the background. Sorry about that, guys. I am traveling, and sometimes that happens. So there you go. Okay. All right. Let's do this. So here we go. Relationship as of now. Ooh. Okay, John. We've got some patterns that are in place right now that I think that you're starting to recognize. All right, and see the patterns a lot more clearly, but it might be something that was standing in your way in the past, of which now you're able to unpack that no longer serve you. So this is what we're talking about here. So yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I see here. I'm going to pull some tarot on this to clarify as well in the process, but I do want to see here. It looks like some patterns that have been holding you back. And it looks like it's kept you closed off and left you not as happy as you can possibly be. And I don't like to see Jim like that. So yeah, so this is all about just maybe revisiting these patterns or actually seeing them at this particular time. And now what you're able to do is to kind of change those patterns. Okay, so that's what I see coming into play here. Yeah, it's like almost as if that there is some sort of history of some sort that keeps repeating itself. And that's what I see coming into play. So here is about stopping and taking a moment, taking a breath, and learning the lesson that it can provide you in the process. And it wants to tell you something. Someone is trying to tell you something, or perhaps the universe is trying to tell you something. So this is asking you to take heed of a particular pattern that you feel that's been repeating. Now, it could have happened in your past, is what I'm thinking of, and also within your childhood, and that is what is holding you back. But it wants you to learn the lesson now and reveal it to you now, so it doesn't impede your path moving forward. Okay, so that's what's coming into play. All right, so yeah, it could be just that that right now, that all you need to do is to take the time to understand those patterns. Understand those patterns in your world, because this is letting you know that you don't have to cling to them any longer, that you have the power to let them go and to change them. Okay, just what I was talking about in terms of beyond the read. So again, noted up there, but that's what I'm seeing coming through here. So let's go ahead and pull some tarot on it and see what wants to come through in terms of the tarot, and see what wants to kind of come into play and see what that is. Let's see, what is that here? All right, so this is about taking some time to get some rest. So, taking and focusing on one thing at a time to get your stability, because this is a Four of Swords and this is air energy, right? So that's why I really believe this is you taking the moment to see what those patterns are and just taking a breath. Hold on one second, guys. I'm going to just shut the window. Okay, we're back. So yeah, so like I was talking about your patterns and kind of taking a rest for a moment and kind of getting a little bit of a break. I really think that it's time for you to focus on one thing at a time, and I really believe that this is really, you're taking a real serious look at this, which is quite beautiful. So I'm loving when I'm seeing this here. I want to see what else wants to come through in terms of the tarot. But yeah, it's about getting your stability back, you know, the four corners, the solid Four of Swords, to get some little bit more equilibrium. Yeah, I think that you've been doing a lot of work lately. You have to stop and take a moment and take a breath. And now this could be for those of you that aren't looking for a partner or kind of have that situation into play. It could be that you're just working a lot and you need to take some rest. There's a pattern that's repeating itself that in terms of your work environment that needs to be changed. Okay, so it could be something that you keep going back to, a certain type of work, maybe a certain type of people, and it's asking you to take a look at this now and break this pattern. Or it could be, again, in a relationship or in a situation. There's been a lot of effort and a lot of work put in. This is the Seven of Pentacles, and sevens are all about, you know, just talking about you know, having faith and moving forward, that all this work that you put in is going to reveal something. It's going to reveal the pattern to you that you can break and move on more freely, or it's going to reveal a pattern. Do I want to keep going and continue to put this work in and that type of thing, and continue what I'm doing? So that's what I see here. So, but that's the situation as it is right now. I'm going to pull one more card. I want to do the journey cards. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to pull kind of a little different cards to get different angles on this. But your relationship now, what is it? Desert passage. So this is saying is that trust there is a divine plan in this situation, in this relationship, or whatever it is you find yourself in. There is a divine plan that is going to break open an opportunity, like a window of opportunity, that is going to allow you to kind of move forward. Okay, and it's almost as if is you need to trust at this time that whatever is happening for a reason. And even though you might not kind of seem to like it, it's kind of like this path is like barren. Like, where do I go next? I'm not seeing anything take place, or, you know, I'm not seeing kind of the fruits of my labor come through. This is saying to really act upon your intuition, Gem. Act upon your instincts at this particular time, okay? So that's what this wants to let you know, and really believe that you are going to be given the messages that are going to bring you to this passage to your higher self, your highest good, okay? So that's what I see. Trust in what it is, Gem, that you feel too, okay? So if you're feeling something that and you're trying to ignore it, this is saying that it doesn't want you to ignore it maybe as you did in the past. It wants you to trust your instincts right now moving forward, okay? And you know, maybe it seems like there, when you look out at the desert, you just see this barren kind of sand. You don't really see, you know, kind of like the light. And this is saying is that right now it's like trust your instincts. You know, if in the past you trusted your instincts and then later it seemed to be a mistake, don't let it keep you from trusting your intuition right now. This is what it wants to let you know, because your intuition is going to send some messages, and it's going to bring spirit guides and people there for you, because there is a really big plan for your life, Gem. It really is. There's a big plan in your life, and this really wants you to trust. Okay, so this wants you to trust. So go ahead and do that. Definitely trust yourself. Start connecting with yourself and trusting your own instincts and your own feelings in the process. But don't let it keep you, if in the past things didn't work out because you trusted, don't let it keep you from trusting your intuition right now, because it really wants you to do it. You know, and a lot of times that we think that there were mistakes, but in hindsight, the things that maybe that didn't work out in the past when you trusted your intuition were just the best things for us at the time. Okay, so you could probably look back at that and maybe take a look at that and know if that was the case. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. So let's take a look at your feelings right now. Let's see what wants to come up. What are your feelings right now in this situation or in this relationship? Whatever's brought you to my channel. Okay, let's see what that is. So here it is. What is it? Core. Yeah, this is about, you know, listening, you know, getting those core beliefs down and standing by your core beliefs and really letting them be the light for yourself as you move forward. Take a look at this card. It's kind of like your core self what is your intuition telling you? It is going to just blow your mind, okay? And it wants you to start communicating this, because it's like almost as if like you're being blocked in your throat chakra, and you've got a lot of passion, but it's being blocked. Something's left unsaid, but it's really what you believe in and what you feel like, but you know that you know that you know, but you're not communicating it. You're not communicating your passion, and it's actually stifling yourself as you move forward here. So this is saying is that, there is a choice, and there is a choice that has to deal with the heart of things, the heart of a situation. And the closer that you get to the truth of things, the hotter that it feels, right? It's like, whatever it is, note your comments below. I mean, I really would like to know, but that's quite interesting. But that's what I'm feeling it here. It's like, wealth, whether it's relationships, whether it is joy, whether it is family, whatever that is for you here, there is like this, if you are, it wants you to choose wisely. And because what's going to happen is that your heart is going to have to answer for it. So whatever it is that you're choosing, a partner, independence, status, control, wealth, whatever that is for you right now, this is saying to choose wisely. And because it's going to be a red flag in your heart, and it's going to, it's not going to serve you in the long term, and that's what this wants to let you know. Okay. So it does want you to say that you can never really know someone, but you can get a strong sense, Gem, of their heart and what they represent. You can get you can do that by perhaps observing what they do, how they interact with others, okay? Because that's going to give you a good idea. And then also how they act with the world around them. And that'll give you a good sense of or idea of if it's a person or if it's a situation that you want to invest into, okay? So that's what I see coming through here for you. So it's all about, just really focusing on a choice that you need to make, and don't ignore the red flags, and to really whatever pressures that have been happening, seek that inner calmness within yourself, and let that calm yourself so you can actually tap into your intuition to make the best decision, okay? And I think that you're going to be getting the guidance that you need, so it's really saying, listen to you. Can't stifle anymore because it's going to come out, okay? And maybe there's something that you need to say or do because it needs to come out, because it's keeping you off balance in some way, okay? It's deflecting what your confidence is telling you to do, or the confidence within you in some way. But that's what I'm seeing here. So that is your feelings at this time. Let's see what else wants to come through in terms of your feelings. Getting to the core issue, the core of things, so you can get your balance back, okay? Yeah, you kind of feel left out, like the Five of Pentacles being felt left out in some way, maybe in a relationship or in a situation, but you're not. You are welcome to go into the warm church, and you've got someone by you. So, this is saying, no longer do you need to feel left out. This is saying is to get to the core of the issue, and to know that, because you're the magician, Gem. This is taking action in this. Taking action. You've got all the resources necessary. This is just a mindset here that needs to be let go. You're not left out. You're right now, you're just being stifled in terms of the core situation, the core place. You're not expressing something that wants to come out. And I think it's passion towards someone, something, or whatever, a situation, because it's affecting the core, the balance of yourself. But know that you're the magician. You can balance that energy. You've got the infinity symbol above the head. You've got all the resources, the tools, the wands, the cups. You can pull whatever you want. But this is about taking action now. You got to take the action. You can't just think of it happening in the 5D and not making it happen on the physical plane right now. So you've had it happen here. You need to bring it down to earth to make it come to fruition, okay, in some way. That's what I see. Now I'm going to pull a card from, what do I want to pull from? the Sacred Journey cards. I'm going to pull that, another card from here, because I want to see your feelings and pull from there and see what wants to come out. Protected by the angels. You are so cherished by the angels. This is beautiful coming out. You're being protected in this process, so don't worry about this. You know, give into trusting yourself. You know, really go ahead and do that, because this is saying that you are right now being cherished. You have guardian, you have guides in the process that are protecting you in the process. If there's something that really wants to come through that's your truth, you need to let it come through. You're being protected, okay? Know it's okay, all right? Know it's okay. Now let's go ahead and talk about your partner's feelings and see what wants to come out for them. So back to Earth Magic, the Earth Oracle, I should say, Earth Oracle, which brings magic. All that magician stuff, right? Got to me here. So let's see what is that? Time. Wow. So your partner's feeling something about time, that the time is right, divine timing. They hold the, you know, it's there's divine timing where they're holding the light of that of which was hidden before, and it's time is playing an important role in this situation. So in this, whatever this is, it's really just coming into play. She's holding the light, and there is the moon that's on the other side. And what I really believe here is there is some time for this person to let go of something in their childhood that is not working with him. So we spoke about you on that, but this other person's feelings, time to let things from the childhood, come to light, shedding the light on that of which was hidden in the past, and really shedding the light and observing that, and then letting the reals themselves come through. See how the light is so transparent in this person's face? It's very, very white. This is saying is letting that real self come through, the real self come through, right? And having that clarity, that transparency, and it blossoming all over, okay? Really blossoming and really just growing. So this is about, feeling that maybe this person feels that it's too late, that perhaps, they're looking back at a time when things were much more simpler in love and in life and whatever type of thing. And this is saying that feelings and memories and emotions, well, they're going to rise and fall at different times. And what this talks about is really sticking to the ocean of their heart. So I think this is really wants to let this at the moment, the one moment is just forever, because all we have is now, right? So it's moment after moment after moment, and forever is in the now. Forever is now. Okay, so this is just an illusion. This is about being present and knowing that everything it's timeless. It is about, there's no losing, there's no winning, there's no race here, right? There's no expectation as to where this person should be right here in the now. They're just going to be focusing on the now, and rather than having all these expectations and life being measured by, okay, this I achieved this, tick, I've achieved that, check the box there. It's just, if this person didn't know their age and didn't know anything, would they still be putting all these responsibilities onto themselves? So that's what this is talking about. So this is they're ridding of this illusion, and they're coming around, and they're seeing the light, and the light is really brightening their face and bringing that transparency through. So I really feel that the partner's feelings is that they're letting go of the time, and time being such an important role, within their life, meaning that they don't have to have things accomplished by a certain period of time. Okay, so getting rid of that restriction for them. What else? Uncovering a treasure. Wow. And they're realizing that as they uncover themselves and take off the mask and become the true person that they are, that there is a treasure that awaits them. There is a bounty that is within them that they are discovering. And in fact, they had it before, but they're rediscovering this again, it looks like. So that's what I see here. So beneath the surface of the emotions, beneath the surface of everything, is this beautiful treasure and this bounty of the feelings and love, okay? And that's what I see here. So that's what I see coming through here. And what does the tarot have to say on this? Let's see what that wants to come through in terms of your partner's feelings. Yeah, balancing of the scales. So this is about balancing of the scales, rather than you giving. This other person giving. If it's you, vice versa. It could be you at the receiving, or it could be you balancing things out, okay, in this relationship or in this situation. This is a 6 card. This is about a pregnant card. And this, 6 is a pregnant number, which is about growth. So that's that next level of growth, okay, for them. Next level of growth and balancing the scales out a little bit more. So perhaps they were receiving or giving to others, and now the scales are being balanced, and they're balancing them out in their own life. Well, what are the obstacles and blocks in this relationship or in this situation? What is that? Obstacles and blocks? Going within, but finally seeing the light. Seeing the light, okay? So the obstacles and blocks, it maybe in the past, is where they weren't shining the light on the situation. Now each of you seem to have is if that you're shining the light on the situation, or the light is being shined on the situation, that it can't be denied. It is looking through the light and looking right down on it, what is happening here, okay? And so it's the Hermit card, which means, kind of going within and kind of finding what, kind of what the situation is, at hand right now, and shining the light on it and not ignoring it, not putting it, under the table for it to come out at a later time. So this is taking that introspection that is necessary. Okay. So this is the obstacles and the blocks is not shining the light on it, but this really wants you to shine the light on it. What are the obstacles and blocks that might be facing the relationship that's not helping it anymore? Discernment. Wow. So this is talking about making the right decision on behalf of the situation in itself. Yeah. So this is about taking the time, to discern as to what choices are available, and making the best decision possible. Yeah. Just be aware of what you're taking on, Gem. Okay. So whatever it is that you go for, just be aware of what it is that you're taking on, because this is about those people that you spend time with, those films, those movies, those games, those whatever you're doing in your free time, that feeds into your energy. Okay, you take that in on a cellular level as well, and it becomes a part of you, and it feeds your beliefs, and it shapes your world. So be cognizant and be discerned about the choices that you make as it relates to what you put yourself around, and who you are in the company thereof, and what you want to feed your thoughts, because this is saying is that you can absorb the nutrition and get optimal health, or you can absorb bad food and get kind of sickly. So that's what this is saying. Just kind of it just as the food you put in the body, the same thing applies to the people, and what you feed your mind, body, and soul, right? So be discernful about that, okay? And this is about giving yourself an opportunity to go higher. Step higher, okay? Step higher in what you expect from those and others around you. Step higher in the type of the things that you participate in that feed your body, mind, and soul. And that includes your friends, everything that you do, okay? And conversations that you have, the books you read, the movies you watch, all of that. So that's what I see. Be discerned about that, because that can actually block the situation. And thinking, putting yourself around quality people, quality books, quality films, things like that are going to elevate your thinking, because you're smart anyway. It's really just going to take it that one step further, right? And hold yourself in more of an upright. So it's quite beautiful. It's okay. Anything else in terms of blockages? Let's see if there's anything blocking you. What the tarot has to say. Anything blocking you? Yeah, it's like sometimes you're going to have to walk away from some people that is going to bring you more to calmer waters. So if you need to walk away from someone or something, this is about saying you're bringing it to calmer waters. It almost feels this is you moving to calmer waters, whatever that is. Maybe you and a child of some sort moving to calmer waters. Again, this is another 6 card, pregnant card. Could be a child, but it also is moving on to experience growth. That could be just what this discernment is talking about. Making a decision so you move on to calmer water, so you can experience the growth that you were destined to be, and move forward to even level up even more. Anything else in terms of obstacles and blocks? Continue to persevere. You've been working so hard. You're at the 9s. You're almost there. This is that fire, passionate energy. You've been burnt. You've been hurt. Keep going. You've got one more wand to go. And this is saying to continue to persevere, okay? It wants you to continue to persevere, to go all through, because you're coming to fruition. You need to go to that go through that full completion here to end that cycle, okay? And that's what I see kind of standing in the way. And then you can actually plan your long term, okay? And it looks like you might have someone in mind in terms of long term. There's 2 wands here. That's about duality. But anything else in terms of obstacles and blocks that want to come through, yeah, blessings are going to shower your life moving forward. So once you get rid of those obstacles, you have a lot more blessings are able to have, there's some free energy and free space for some more blessings to come in, or for blessings to come in, okay? But it can't do it in when you're not confronting what is in front of you and not shedding the light on what needs to be shed on, you know, in the situation, and making the right choices and having that discernment, okay? So let's talk about what the best approach is for this situation or for this relationship, whatever's brought you to my channel, okay? Let's see what that is. What is the best approach on how to move forward to kind of unstick those sticky blocks? Alliance. So creating alliances, creating unity among those, okay, can lead to lucky opportunities, right? So yeah, that's what I see here. So there's some sort of networking opportunities to continue to do that. They're going to give you very lucky, and they're going to transform you here too. You can see a little butterfly on there, but the rabbit's very, very lucky. And this is saying that, you know, create alliances and bonds and connections that help make us strong. Again, this is about having that discernment. This is really important. Maybe you're changing your group of people you're with, or people that you surround yourself with. But this is about really becoming that diamond, right? You know, and just really, you know, really becoming that bringing out different facets of yourself to really, really shine. So yeah, networking opportunities, really talking about, be selective. You know, if there's a challenge, that means it's just going to help bring people together, but building on strength through structure, and building on strength through getting a foundation, building on strength through connections, okay? Very, very big in your situation right now. So this is interesting. Your best approach is continue to make alliances, okay? Continue to do that. Anything else that wants to come up? Productivity. You have a lot of work stuff happening here. Alliances create a lot more productivity. Just keep in mind that keeping busy is not just put your time and energy in something that is productive for yourself, I think, so to speak, that really blossoms things. But yeah, that's what I see here. So it's about put your time and energy into that of which you're going to get greater outcomes in, that of which is teaching you to be a higher self, to helping you learn and flourish, right? So this is about, you know, being very productive, transforming yourself, and having new growth follow. Transform an idea, transform a way of doing something, transform a belief that in the past wasn't working for you, and now you're changing that, and that is going to allow for a new experience and create more, maybe a solid foundation for yourself, okay? So yeah, any of the energy that you've expended, any of the experiences that you've had have made your life meaningful, and they have served something for you in your life right now, okay? And sometimes any sort of obstacle that you have can be that stepping stone for productivity, that stepping stone for that next idea, that next thing. So that's what I see is coming into place. So continue to put your time and effort into something that's going to be productive for you, that you see things coming from. I want to see if there's anything else in terms of your best approach. What does the tarot have to say about that? What's your best approach in this situation or in this relationship? Justice, leveling the scales, and having a final answer. Leveling the scales in the situation. Fair, balanced, okay? Justice comes into play. This is a major arcana card. This is so cool. This is about the truth coming out. This is about having justice in this situation. So the best approach is one of which is fair, balanced, and is very kind. It leaves for something very memorable. Maybe it's someone that reminds you of childhood that you need to balance scales out with. But this is about, this is another 6 card, lots of 6s, wow. A lot of growth, a lot of growth, a lot of growth. So yeah, it's really just telling me your best approach is to be fair, honest in all of your dealings, and full of integrity. Okay. All right. So then, what is the potential future? What is the potential future in this situation or in this relationship? What is that? Putting away the sneaky behavior, letting that go, making sure that no one is doing that to you. But if you're doing that, it's a 7 card, but having faith, no more sneaky behavior moving forward for you or that other person. It could be. And that's what I see here. So it could be you or that other person. But yeah, this is about insight on the relationship, not allowing sneaky behavior. Okay. And I think that is a key thing. Not being sneaky purposefully. Okay. What else is going to help you? Space. Space for you both to grow. Maybe you had to give each other space for you to grow and see that of which is hidden, to get some enlightenment so you could flourish and grow and really allow yourself. But space is going to help things grow. And that's what I see coming through here. So it's about, giving each other space, or give you space, or give that other person space for this to grow, and hold space. Don't be judgmental about it, but really hold space about it and be that supportive presence. Nothing needs to happen in an instant. Okay. This is saying just pull back. Okay. Let that space, let it, each of you grow, because if you are going to push for a result when it's not the right timing and that type of thing, you're not going to get what you want. And that's what this is talking about, and especially in the long term. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing here. So, choose your destiny, but also let others choose theirs as well. And this is all about space empowers us. And it also gives us freedom. So it honors each other in the situation. It's like if there's no growth and no change, there's no evolution. So it's about letting each other grow and letting each other change in this situation as well. And you kind of grow together. It's kind of beautiful. Yeah, it's really beautiful. Wow, it's gorgeous. Any final cards here on here that might want to come through? I think I just wanted to pull Soul's Journey cards and see if anything wanted to come through for that. So let's see here. Oh, here they are. Okay. Lost it. All right, here they are. Okay, what is it? Let's see. Any other final potential future stuff? A view from above. This is about getting the big picture in the long term. What is it that you want? Okay. And this is saying to take a broader perspective of the situation. It's going to help you. Okay. And it's going to bring the guidance that you get the big picture. And don't just take a fly off one comment and think that that's the situation. You've got to look at the whole context of the situation. So I pulled this and get a broader view, put things in context. Okay. Don't just focus on one particular comment and think that's the decision. And okay, no, this is saying that was just one situation. Focus on the actions, focus on what this person's doing and how they relate again in this world that we talked about, but get the broader view, and the broader picture, okay, in this situation. And that's a potential future, even though you've got the free will. And then when I clarify that, the Two of Cups, then you can offer the love, then you can be the love and the love that you want to give. You might have someone that has a Leo in their chart, or you might have Leo in their chart as well, but this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. You might have in their chart, the other person might have in their chart, but I do think that there's unity and something comes together. I'm just telling you, okay? It could be, if you're not in a relationship, it could be a contract. It could be a contract that's beneficial for two people, but the Cups talk about love, and this is about two people expressing, that with each other as well. So note your comments below, guys. Thank you so much. I do hope that this has helped you in some way, shape, or form. And I look forward to seeing you in the month of November. And until then, namaste.